Once upon a time in the Greek city of Thebes, there was a king who was called Laius, and he had a wife who was called Jocasta. Jocasta and Laius had a son, and he grew up to be called Oedipus. One day, an oracle tells Laius that the son would grow up to kill his father and marry his mother. This both shocked and scared Jocasta and Laius, and they therefore gave their son away to a shepherd and asked for him to kill it. However, the shepherd didn't kill the baby and instead took pity on it. Oedipus then became the adopted son of the king and queen of Corinth. He grew up pretty happily until one day he was told that he was adopted, and therefore decided to visit an oracle which told him that his destiny was to marry his mother and kill his father. Wanting to protect who he thought were his parents, Oedipus ran away, leaving his house behind in Corinth. At a place where three roads meet, he sees Laius, who at the time he obviously didn't know, and then after an argument he kills him. After arriving in Thebes, Oedipus solves the riddle of a sphinx, which then kills itself, and following that Oedipus becomes king. However, despite the sphinx, the city was still overrun with a plague. Therefore Oedipus sends his brother-in-law Creon to Apollo, who says the plague is linked to Laius' death, and whoever it was must pay for it. Therefore, Oedipus vows to punish the murderer, thus condemning them. After an argument with the blind prophet Tiresias tells Oedipus that it was him who killed Laius and that he is also married to his mother. When he sees Jocasta again, Jocasta tells Oedipus to ignore the prophet and tells him that once Laius was told that his son would kill him and that his son would also marry his wife. She also says that this can't possibly be true because Laius was killed by a group of people, not just one, at a place where three roads meet. At the mention of the crossroads, Oedipus is worried that he might in fact be the killer, and then tells Jocasta of the prophecy that told him that he must marry his mother and kill his father. The one surviving witness of the attack, who is a shepherd, is summoned. He turns out to be the same one that was sent to kill Oedipus and reveals the truth. Realising the truth, Jocasta runs into the palace and then kills herself by hanging herself. Oedipus then takes Jocasta's brooches and gouges both of his eyes out. He then condemns himself from the city of Thebes.